Hello and welcome back to the Nexus gaming series. I am Bahamut, your caster for the evening. Tonight we have a Division D playoff matchup between Tass though, team no damage. I already went through everything. Let's go into the map bans. I was just like, all right, well, usually there's a different spiel, but the map bans were chosen by seeding position at this point in the game. So Tass though is currently seated at 7th. I need to check this really quick. I do apologize. Let me look as we get right into this draft info. Where are you? So team no damage is 5th, and where are you? Tasto is 13th. Okay, so 5th and 13th. And so based on the way that seeding works, that means that it's going to be the team no damage choosing map. First pick going over to Tass though. Braxis Holdout was banned out, Dragonshire was banned out, and map of choice was by team no damage, taking us to this Infernal Shrines. Let's go ahead and get into this as we missed a lot of the draft. I do apologize about that, but I got you guys all caught up on seeding. So the Maiev was banned out as well as the Garrosh. Not bad start here, especially on a map where you do have a lot of brawling. Garrosh does gets a ton of value being able to just reposition people in the way that he does, as well as Maiev just being able to get that Umbra Bind and displacement is not something fun to deal with. Now, let's back up a little bit here. Actually move forward, kinda. Kael'thas being picked up on the side of Tass though. A great hero for the Shrines. Early, I think it's fine to be picking it in that spot. And then the other side, Team No Damage is going to be grabbing the Stukov Anub'arak. And then actually, interesting enough, Anub'arak had some changes come through today? Yes, today. It was today when the patch came through. Changing over Anub'arak. Actually, basically all the PTR changes came through except for the new hero and new map. So structure changes, the lightning breath bug, that's gone as well. So we had some changes on Zagara, some changes on Ariel as well. I'm just kind of jumping around. Brightwing got some buffs. I do believe Stukov actually got a buff as well. At least in the healing department, but it's only going to be banned out on the side of Team No Damage. Not a bad idea. They do need that solo laner on the side of Tass though. And at this point, if I'm on the side of Tass though, and I'm looking at their draft, they've got their Stukov, they've got their Anub'arak. Realistically, you can take out their team fight damage, which I really wouldn't be too worried about at this point. So then I would look and say, all right, they need a solo laner and they need their shrine clear. And I think those are the two things that they might want to just kind of push them down on. At this point with the Stukov and Anub'arak, Jaina wouldn't be a horrible option, but they're actually going to go ahead and ban out the Kerrigan. Interesting. Not going to want to have to deal with that Kerrigan whatsoever. Stukov and Anub'arak. I still like the Jaina. I think it pairs well into the Anub'arak. It's got, you got setup from the stuns from Anub'arak. You can Ring of Frost right down there. You've got the sounds from the Stukov. Then you just get some blow-up damage on top of that and someone who's great at shrines, and then you can just throw in, like, you can throw in... Sorry, I'm just seeing people broadcasting stuff. Interesting. Okay. I'm getting pulled... my attention's splitting everywhere. But overall, like, I don't know. I like the idea of the Jaina there. And then you can just grab the Grey Man on top of that, which would have been good for the Shrine Clear, and then to burst onto some of those lower health pool heroes like the Malfurion and the Kael'thas to get into that backline with Go for the Throat. But regardless, their solo laner will be Leoric, and then they have the Phoenix as well. I still think that's a great combination here. We're basically looking at an Entomb Planet Cracker with a Silence underneath it. I don't hate this whatsoever. They can still pick up that Jaina as well, and the Ring of Frost is a good setup too. We'll see what they pick up in the wave clear department for the Shrine, as they are going to be grabbing... Okay. All right. Welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series playoff games. We have a Nova and Illidan. Yeah, go ahead and tweet that out right there. Let everyone know. Really, a Nova Illidan. A Nova Illidan. I hope I can go over into NGS general chat and I just see that right there. Nah. It should be, though. I just want to check one thing really quickly. Where are you? Ah, okay. All right, it's fine. Cool. All right, I'm just thrown off by that. But it looks like we are going to be having this last pick. I still think they need a mage. That's the Jaina. I think it works way too well with their composition. This Nova pick. I have no words. I do not have words for this. And an Illidan as well. Like, I haven't seen Illidan in so long. Actually, they were just talking about it on the Hero Site podcast I was listening to. Like, they were just talking about, like, Illidan coming back in or what. I'm not too sure, but we're going to go ahead. I'm going to try something a little bit different here. Oh, I don't like this loading in at all. We're going to go ahead. We'll just swap it over to the cast mode. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this. This game 1. I am ready. I'm just a Nova? I can't really get over it. All right, we'll find out here in just a second. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into this. Game number 1. Between Dat Tass, though, and Team No Damage. On the left, we're going to have Dat Tass, though, with Kreesby going to be on the Illidan. Emo Santiago going to be on the Tyrael. Trevorrow going to be on the Malfurion. Crypt Digger going to be on the Kael'thas. And Kurt Dog rounding out the team on that Nova. And on the right-hand side, we are going to be having Team No Damage with Shut It Down going to be on the Anub'arak. Rookie going to be on the Phoenix. Inzaz going to be on the Leoric. Bidom's going to be on that Jaina. And Redgar going to be filling out the rest of the team on that Stukov. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this. We do currently have the two teams crashing in mid. We actually have the Illidan just running straight up to top lane, just like, I'm the solo laner. Bye-bye. And I like it. They aren't really looking for the fight here. They're going to get some poke damage out from the Nova clone. And just kind of peeking through level 1 talents at this point. Regen Globe talents for the Jaina and the Kael'thas. Just looking. That's actually really the only stacking talents we have. We do have the Synergy. Zunicorn! I'll redo that for you. Thank you for the 10 bits. I do appreciate the support, my friend. Illidan easy win. I'm surprised. Kreesby going to be going into Inzaz in this top lane, so that's going to be an interesting solo lane matchup. We'll have to keep peeking up at this between these two members, because that's curious to see how this is going to work out with Illidan's mobility and Leoric's slow attacks, but Leoric has that drain hope, so that's a huge thing for them. We'll find out here, though. I'm just kind of peeking up at the mini-map here and there. So it looks like the Leoric does push him in quite a bit. Rotations, though, are going to be coming out from the two teams between mid and bottom. This looks like it's going to be their main source of just experience between these two lanes. But actually, we have to dive in on to the Leoric from Kurt Dog and Kreesby. Not going to be enough to take down. A little too much health, and actually it might even backfire on them. Little Nova joke there. But we do have this camp. We're going to be grabbed by Redgar and Bidoms. They'll be able to go ahead and have this push into the mid lane without a problem, and it doesn't look like there'll be the same response. Now, I do want to note that we have the Punisher going to be popping up in the next minute and 15 seconds here. So there's going to be some, I think, a little bit of a shift here, as we do have some damage going on into Rookie. A lot of slowing, a lot of damage, but not going to be the kill. That Phoenix getting a little bit low on health, as Emo Santiago going to go ahead and get that Aldurin's Might out of there without a problem. Meanwhile, in top lane, Kreesby going to be pushing this up. Inzal is a little bit low from that damage that came out from them, and as I think this starts to progress a little bit, Illidan might be a little difficult to deal with for that Leoric. We'll have to find out, though, as we are looking like 40 seconds away from the first objective popping here. Emo Santiago getting the clear onto this, and Tyrael not being the best one for that, going to have some help from the team, but a dive in from Shut It Down, going to be getting so much damage onto Crypt Digger here, taking them down to half health. They push in fairly hard, and they don't get punished for it. And I wonder if that's going to be a sign for the upcoming battle, as we do have Inzaz and Kreesby still back and forth, about half health each. The bottom lane shrine is going to activate in just a second. And it looks like they're going to be going down for this camp. Now, they do not... It's 4v4 still. Though they do have a Nova, so this is a little bit different of a team fight. I don't think they're going to be able to get onto this point quick enough. They get some poke damage out, and it doesn't look like they'll go ahead and try and steal this away. As it looks... As we have the shrine starting out here, they're going to need to get the wave clear in this bottom lane. Well, it looks like Illidan and the Leoric are still going to be staying up in this top lane. Or at least, Kreesby going to let this wave come crashing into top lane. We do have the rotation already out from the Leoric at this time. Some poke damage coming out from Kurtdog on to shut it down there. At this point, they continue to go ahead, just rotate around. Shrine still not activated just yet. Frozen Punisher will be the one that barrels down this bottom lane. Going to see in a second who will be getting that, as Hemo Santiago are going to be... I think they're looking for 7s. They want to have that 7 for the team fight here, but I don't know if it's going to be quick enough. Shrine almost halfway through in favor for the members of Team No Damage. Illidan just going to continue to push in top lane. I think they might be just giving over this first one. We have Inzaz pushing back Hemo Santiago in mid, and this is probably the best place for the Leoric to be, because they do get so much value from the Drain Hope there. Zoning these members away. It's 7-6. Doesn't look like we have a rotation coming out from Tass, though, and they'll just go ahead and I think give this one over. As 4 members push down bottom lane, we have the rotation from Tyrael to go ahead and take the jump if they can bait it in time. Should be fine. That will be the jump right over the wall, actually, with the clone from Nova. That was very, very smart from them. They start to pull it away over towards their fort. Members are going to take out the sidewall in the set of Team No Damage. They're looking for some damage here. Root comes out onto 3 members. A lot of... Oh my god, the freeze from the Immortal won't be setting up any kills, but it was a little risky there for Trevorrow. I was like, oh, okay, this might be bad, but they didn't really dive onto that Malfurion there, so he will be able to get out just alive. And back in top lane, Kreesby and Inzaz are going to be going back up to that forever fight between the 2 friends, as we also have this camp going to be grabbed in favor for the members of Tass, though. And it looks like Team No Damage is not going to be doing the same as they rotate down into bottom lane. I gotta say, the matchup so far between these 2 teams is fairly even. As I miss the Illidan kill in top lane, I start to be like, wow, this is pretty even. There's no deaths. All the gates are pretty much up still. I mean, there hasn't been any major pushes here. They, excuse me, in the bottom lane, they did get the gate down there. But still, I mean, the moment I was just like, yeah, this is fairly even, just, oh, of course, the Illidan dies right there. At this point, I'm just scanning through some of the talents here. We do have, not Strangling Roots, Vengeful Roots. So, the Broccoli, if you will. We do have those Vengeful Roots from the Malfurion. Curious. I was thinking that we might see the Strangling Roots for the area and the zoning potential that you get from that, as well as the ability to then kind of lock down more people for the Kael'thas, as well as the Nova to maybe kind of punish, and the Illidan then can just do what they're doing right now. But this is a smart move. They're going to go ahead. They split their members across this map. Kael'thas is soaking up in that mid lane. Tyrael in top, and they have the rest in bottom lane, while Illidan will go ahead and grab this camp. That'll push into top lane. Now, that is the same lane as the next Punisher, but if they can get it out beforehand, they have some extra push in that top. Maybe they can open it up, and then they can grab the second Punisher and push down the lane with that, as Jaina will be finishing her Fingers of Frost at level 1, right? Yeah. It's Mana Addict for Kael'thas. I saw 2 members in top lane. I got kind of excited. Really quickly, as we are going to... we have a push down in the bottom lane. They want to open this up, and it doesn't look like without the Illidan, they're not going to be wanting to go for this. Though he is rotating in. He's in range for a hunt. Did we get it? Doesn't look like it. And that is actually the one thing that I want to go through really quickly. We do have 10s available for both teams, as we do have the Twilight Dream from the Malfurion, Judgment actually from the Tyrael, so they're going to be trying to dive in a little bit hard and then follow that up with the hunt from the Illidan, as well as the Phoenix. That is going to be the hunt, as well as the Precision Strike out from the Nova, and they blow up the Stukov. Web Wrap goes out onto the Tyrael, but it will not be enough at this time. They go ahead and they get the stun onto a couple members here, but that is a huge kill right before this Punisher. They got the clear on this camp in top lane. That didn't get much value for them, but that was a great kill for the members of Tass, though, as it opens up a window for them potentially here, as it looks like Leoric will have the Wraithwalk right out of there. Now, the one thing I want to note really quickly on the side of Team No Damage, you know, they're damaging 10 talents here. We do have that Planet Cracker, Ring of Frost, Massive Shove, Web Wrap from the Anubarak, and the Entomb from the Leoric. So we do have that Planet Cracker, Ring of Frost, Silence, all that good stuff within the Entomb. And then at 20, you have that Silence on the Entomb. That is huge for the Leoric. But we'll find out as we do have the half of the shrine going over in favor for the members of Tass, though. Inzaw's going to be walking in here, taking quite a bit of damage. We do have the Entomb as well as the Burrow in. A Precision Strike will be going down onto Inzaw's. We do actually have the Illidan getting out just fine, but it might not be enough as there are some auto attacks going out that will be Jaina getting that kill. I'm holding my breath. I was like, shut it down. Are you going to be going in? Or nope. So it looks like they back right out of here as the team will start to work on the shrine themselves. Illidan going to be up in the next 14 seconds. Has that hunt available as well. That is something that they are able to go ahead and utilize just to get right back into this as quick as possible. Not even halfway just yet as they have pushed up this lane a little bit. The level difference is about, 3/4 here. They're starting to kind of push themselves towards the back. They don't want to offer too much vision for that Illidan as he is currently in range. Judgment's available as well. Let's see what they go with here. No hunt happening just yet. Hunt comes in onto one of the members' Judgment as well. Jaina taking so much damage here. The Entomb was out as well. Silence is going to be coming out from the Malfurion. Silence, oh my god, Rookie taking so much damage there. Shut it down as well, but Stukov will be falling. Leoric will be falling. Anubarak going to be getting the Burrow out. Will it be enough? Precision Strike will be right on top of their head. And that is going to be all 5 members getting wiped here by Tass, though. And I gotta say, Tass, though. What? The 15th seed in the tournament currently going into the 5th seed and wiping them? What game is with an Illidan Nova? Who are these people? And what have you done with that task, though? But we are going to be getting this Punisher pushing down the top lane. Meanwhile, Nova going to be just scouting out camps, it looks like. I was just like, did she take bribe or something? I didn't see bribe. Okay, no, she didn't. She's all snipe build. Just rotating between lanes and just soaking the experience. I feel like the Nova should be with the team. They are going to be rotating in at this time as the Punisher will be jumping over the wall. They start to work down this gate, but I honestly think they should have taken a page out of the book from Team No Damage and just taken out that sidewall and pushed right in with it, as this Punisher is going to be falling, and that will be the keep front gate from that entire push. Inzaw's going in a little bit here. No 13s, but they are close on the side of Team No Damage. Hunt going to be going in. Precision Strike is going to be down there as well. Rookie taking so much damage. The Judgment will be there as well, and that is going to be Phoenix falling. They have the Entomb on the back line here, but it's not working out too well for them. They also have the Web Wrap out onto Kreesby, and I think that is going to also be a deadly Auric. That is going to be 2 members falling here right after that Immortal just pushed, or excuse me, the Punisher pushed down that lane. I wouldn't be too surprised to see them maybe make some rotations for some camps or pressure up the lane that is going to be the next Punisher, which is this mid. So actually, yeah, grabbing these 2 camps, pushing this mid, opening up the gate so that you can push even harder with the next one. Kurt Dog and Himo Santiago are looking for some more battles. The Shut It Down Bidalms are going to back off at this time. It's like, we're not even going to be risking this at this point. That is going to be 1 siege camp grabbed. I wouldn't be too surprised to see the other as they also rotate a couple members down to get the clear on these waves. Tyrael already going to be starting this. What? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that you'd be watching a Div D team pulling out this Illidan Nova and doing it well too? I gotta say, like, this is awesome. We do have the bottom lane camp going to be grabbed here, as well as this mid lane camp. So that first one was already cleared up, and at this point they put pressure in bottom lane. That forces a rotation out from the members. Hunt going to be going in. The Precision Strike is there as well. Judgment going to be on top of that, and that is going to be another combo blowing up the Phoenix. And it's just so dirty. So dirty. They get that blow up. They've actually, with the kills and the wipes that they've had and the rotations that they've been making, there's currently a 2-level deficit. And if you actually look at the game about 3 minutes ago, it was actually on the other foot. It was like 12-11, and it was fairly close, but it was in favor for Team No Damage. Just one really, really good fight for the members of Tass, though, have shifted the entire It shifted the entire momentum completely in their favor. It was, I want to say, it was fairly even, fairly back and forth, but at this point it seems like they're finding that one member who's just not tight to the group and just a little too far out, and they just get the hunt in, they get the judgment in, and then the precision strike on top of it. It's the 3 R buttons are hit simultaneously, and I gotta say, they're playing it so well. The members of Team No Damage have been just rotating around, getting the clears on the camps that have been pushing up their waves, making sure that they can soak safely. They want to get as close to 16s as possible, but at this point you can already see there's a hesitation to go even beyond the halfway mark of the map. If they really tried to go down here and push this even harder, they'd just be met by a 16 level team to blow them up. We do have a dive in though at this point. Won't be connecting onto one member. Crypt Digger going to be taking so much damage. Remember, Frost going to be coming out as well. There is a precision strike onto that backline, and that is going to be Bitholmes taking so much damage. Crypt Digger is not going to be falling here. Jaina will be. Rookie going to be stepping up at this point. Silence going to be going out. That is a Phoenix that is not going to be able to warp right out of there as they are silenced, and that is another shrine being activatable and activated by the members of Tass. So they'll go ahead, and I wouldn't be too surprised if they grab this for free. Now, they could rotate Illidan out or one member out to push down this lane and then open up the gate a little bit just so they have some more momentum with the next Punisher, and you can see already Nova's doing that. Going to go ahead and just get the snipes onto these minions as they actually rotate down here with a couple members. They're going to go ahead and just try and get this side soak as safe as possible. So they have that 16 for this Punisher push, and the longer it's delayed up, the better. Now, Kurt Dog, I don't know if they're going to be able to stop this, but I wonder. Nova just sitting in the bush, just waiting. That is going to be the Punisher, though. Going to be in this mid lane here. Mortar Punisher. Sieges fairly well. I'm going to be going out into the Leoric. A lot of damage going on to Inzaz here. That is going to be... Oh my god. I didn't expect that. I honestly didn't expect that. I was like, is there no Wraithwalk? And apparently they just weren't able to get out of there. Wow. I wasn't expecting... I thought Inzaz had the out there. He was so far forward. But it looks like at this point they are going to be having the Punisher getting over that keep front gate. They burn down the sidewall here. They don't want to get trapped in this pinch point as the Punisher will be ending it this time. They get the... Ring of Frost going to be going out as well. Oh, wow. The silence is going to be coming out as well. Planet Cracker on top of so many members here. Nova going to be falling first. That is going to be the Phoenix coming out as well. Crypt Digger getting out with just a couple hundred health, but they lose one member, and that is a great pick for the members of Team No Damage as they can start to kind of build some momentum in their favor. They can rotate around this map a little bit more aggressive now that there isn't a Nova for that kind of blow-up combo. They know that, yeah, I'm going to assume that they know that the Phoenix is on cooldown as well because that came out, and so all that's left is just the Judgment and the Hunt, and they don't have that extra blow-up from the Precision Strike, which is also still on cooldown, and Nova's dead. But they're going to do the exact same thing that was done to them. They're going to go ahead, they're going to rotate onto these camps, get the pressure in their favor, and start to just get some of the map rolling and make this more responsive from the members of Tass, though. And I keep saying, like, look at the map 3 minutes ago, but literally, once again, like 3 minutes ago, I was saying the exact same thing for the other team, and at this point, this rubber band between the two, it's nerve-wracking. The other thing to consider, though, they can side soak this really safely since all the lanes are pretty much coming right up to them. The members of Tass, though, with the Nova that was dead, they could pretty much rotate around, get the clears on this, and they still had a nice retreat path because there's just the map was so pushed up in their favor. Or at least pushed out in their favor. Judgment, though, going to be coming out. That is going to be Precision Strike, and they blow up the Stukov, but they trade out the Illidan at the exact same time. A wonderful Entomb there just blocking them, but Hemo Santiago going to be diving in hard here. They want to continue. Shut It Down is going to be needing to get out of here. That is going to be the slow, and a lot of damage going out from Nova. Rookie going to be getting some poke damage. That will be the root going out onto them. So much health is going to be going down from Phoenix, and that will be the kill. Jaina going to be getting a lot of damage onto a couple of these members in this pinch point, but that is going to be the Tyrael continuing to chase here. Hemo Santiago going to back off as Shut It Down came in for the stun, but they need to back off, and they need to clear their mid, and they need to clear their bottom. They have the 20, and we are going to be getting the upgraded Precision Strike. Oh. We are going to be getting the, oh god, what is it? It's not Flamethrower. Master Flames. Flamethrower is the double strike, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have the upgrade for Hunt, upgrade for Judgment, and I don't actually know this off my head. Life Bloom from the Malfurion. That's exciting. That is really exciting. And this is I wouldn't say getting down to the wire, but it's getting to that late game point where death timers are getting extremely long. Like Phoenix is just popping back up from that last fight. 20-18. I don't know what they're going to be able to do here. They're going to poke down this gate. They can't see some of the members. They know that they are on that camp since it did just pop up. They're going to be trying to just get this damage onto the to the forts and such just to get closer to 20. But here's the thing. Blizzard nerfed fort experience and put it all into the towers. So you're getting way less. Sweet Dat Tass still looking strong here. Hey, I'm wait, are they giving it up? No damage. What are you doing? Okay, they're gonna try and just go for the keep. I like this. It forces them off, but they're gonna leave their Illidan. They are gonna leave their Illidan. Inzaz will probably. I'm assuming they know that they're next to each other. You have to assume it, right? Either way, Kurtog in this backline. There is going to be the dive in. That is a huge amount of damage going to be going out into the Stukov, and they get the blow up once again. That is going to be a lot of damage going out, and that will be Nova falling at this time. They go ahead and they're on the Leoric, who has the Wraith Walking. You can see they went from basically where Tyrael is to where they are now. Here's the thing. That task, though, already had 13 Skeletal Defenders completed. They had a camp pushing in the top lane. This was still so in their favor. I like what they did here. They delayed it out. This allows them to get closer to 16, or excuse me, to 20s. But the thing is, you're also just giving them the ability to do exactly this, to go ahead and rotate around on these camps, grab some map pressure. Now, granted, bottom's going to have that. Inzaz is actually going to be going back. They go ahead and they get the clear into this camp. They don't want that pushing into the keep. This next wave that comes to them in this top lane on the side of Team No Damage, this should be enough to get them to 20, and we're going to have an even team fight here, but the thing is, they want it faster because they can see that Crypt Digger and Hemo Santiago are already in bottom. They rotate off Griesby and Trevaro. They do not want to take that fight. Also, Nova is going to be coming back in the next 4 seconds. Stukov just coming back at this time, too. 7 seed on the Warpath. Alright, we currently, though, have Stukov back at this point. Nova going to be there as well. Full teams. All heroics are off cooldown. I'm just waiting with bated breath. Who's going to make the first... Who's going to start this fight? Illidan going to be diving it into the backline. It's a little far away. Judgment going to be coming in as well. That is going to be the precision strike. There is the Ring of Frost going to be coming down from the Jaina at this time. Ricky's so low. Going to be having enough health. That is going to be the Illidan falling. There is also going to be the Tyrael in the web wrap. That will be the Malfurion falling as well. This is going very sideways for Dat Tass, though, as Shut It Down is taking so much damage. Does it look... They actually get the kill onto the Anubrak at this time, and it's starting to go over a little bit in their favor. They're getting some autos off onto a couple of these members, and this is going to be an even fight if they can get the Leoric here. 2-for-2 trade. And it looks like they actually get the Tyrael at the exact same time, and that is going to be Rookie losing all shielding from the Tyrael Valley. That is going to be the Precision Strike coming down at this time, avoided by Bidoms and Rookie. Some poke damage is going to be coming out from the Kael'thas, and Rookie going to be diving in and getting that kill onto the Kael'thas, but that also means that they will be dying themselves. They trade out. Ooh, this is still going to be an Immortal in favor, or excuse me, a Punisher in favor for the members of Team No Damage, and this will be their second of the game. I think this is the 4th one in total. Meanwhile, though, I do want to point out that mid has had this siege the entire time, and it's been out of range of the keep, and I wonder if is it possible? Nova! Getting just that precision strike value, just like, alright, we're going to try and speed this up, but Bidoms is already going to be back here, making sure that that mid keep does not fall. They do not want catapult pressure in that lane. Kurtdog is just going to be trying to pull this Punisher further away from their mid fort and allow the keep front gate to get the damage here, and it looks like it actually worked out for them here. They'll have the keep front gate to do the damage, the least amount of experience going over in favor for the members of Team No Damage, and at this point 21-21, yes, there's no heroics to get, but still a level advantage still gives you a buff, and so it still is worth it. Well, I mean, not waiting to fight till 20 is smart, but they should have saw the rotation for sure, and Nub didn't see Cocoons. Didn't use Cocoon to stop engage, wondering why. I wonder too. Alright. Also, Mike, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Ooh. That keep call was very wonky, I think. God, So this keep right here. I think they need like 2 precision strikes if we're gonna be counting it in that value. I actually saw a funny little post today, so like on Twitter, I think like someone was just like, I'm gonna start counting everything in Here's the Storm by like units of Vala, and like Lily's healing is like 1 healing from Lily is like 0.15 Vala. I don't know. It was hilarious to me. It was just like I'm gonna measure everything in the game by Vala units. It was great. Either way. Push going to be happening in this bottom lane. Actually, all lanes stacked up in favor for the members of Team No Damage. They get the web rep out onto the Tyrael. That is a Planet Cracker, as well as the Entomb. They blow up the Kael'thas so very quickly here. They need to back off as quick as possible, as it looks like that is going to be the first keep of the game going down in favor for the members of Team No Damage, and they might be looking for more here as they actually dive in on the side of Tass, so they get the kill onto the Stukov. That is a second precision strike coming down onto a couple members. The silence is there as well. There is the ice block coming up from the Jaina, giving time for them to get the kill onto the Illidan. Bidolm's taking so much damage, and that is going to be Jaina falling 2 for 2 trade at this time. They have the Phoenix still. That is going to be the first keep of the game, falling in favor for the members. Oh my god, Rookie getting out with just barely any health. That is going to be a lot of damage going on to shut it down. They're trying to get this kill, and I think that they're going to be having to give over the Anub'arak at this point. But they're going to chase further. Alfrion getting a little bit of boost in speed. Meanwhile, in mid, they're going to need to get the clear onto this. That is a lot of damage going onto the keep. Okay, they proved me wrong somehow. Bottom lane is going to get pushed in, but I think the minion wave should be able to handle this without a problem. Top lane, stacked up a bit. They're going to have Rookie here to go ahead and get the clear onto this. It looks like they actually had one of those auto-saved as well to make sure they get that extra damage. And mid lane, there it is. She went ahead and, I guess, I mean, the best part about Precision Strike, you can go ahead and get a keep with it. That's hilarious to me. And actually, the one thing I do want to note is that the next Punisher will be in the mid lane, so... this, you know, on the side of Tass, though, it's been weakened. They still have the keep. But I will say this, there's consistent catapult pressure, and there will be, if they do get the Punisher in their favor on the side of Tass, though, this is going to be potentially game-ending. We'll have to see here. 23-22, a 25-minute battlefield of eternity. Oh, the hunted from the Illidan? Did they try to blow him up in Wraith-walking form? I just gotta say, like Infernal Shrine's 25 minutes, these Punishers scaled so dramatically. I'm really, really, really excited to see just honestly whoever gets this. They're gonna try and grab, actually they're gonna go ahead and grab this camp on the side of Team No Damage. Catapults working their way through mid. They'll have the camp to kind of depressure that, as well as the friendly team. And it looks like no one's activating the shrine just yet. It's going to start in favor for the members of Team No Damage. Illidan in that bottom lane, I do want to note that, does not have Hunt up yet. Working their way through that. You can already see that the cooldown is at less than 20 seconds. You know, those auto attacks will be getting the decrease on that timer. And 10 seconds on there. So we're looking for probably a dive in into one of those backline members. Nova already setting up in that backline. Looking for Redgar. Going to get the vision for the Illidan. There's the hunt in. There's going to be the precision strike as well. The Ring of Frost does not come out in time this time. The Leoric will be getting the Entomb. That is also going to have the silence, but Inzal's going to be taking so much damage that will be Nova falling into the backline. So a 1-for-1 trade. There is a huge Planet Cracker that goes out. So many of the members are so low. They have the healing, or excuse me, the shielding out from Tyrael. They want to get that kill on Decreasby, but it won't be enough. Oh my god, just under 100 health. They're going to go ahead and be able to get back here, and they're also going to be having the bottom lane pushing in with the catapults. Rip god. Thank you, thank you. Diving on to Leoric here with the Judgment. Ooh, and the upgrade. Oh man. But that will be an Arcane Punisher in favor for the members of Team No Damage, and this late game Arcane Punisher is going to be huge for them. Now, a few of them are kind of low here. Bidolm's is going to be needed to be healed up, but that's the issue right now. There is no Stukov available for the friendly team, and I think they're going to be giving this over. They don't have Jaina. They have Rookie for the poke. Inzaz is not too far off from popping back up. We do have them currently pulling the Punisher over towards the top lane. Keep doesn't look like it'll be enough, and that will be... I don't think they'll be able to burn this down in time. Oh, Creasby. Whoo. Wormode, hey, how's it going? Thank you for coming by and checking out the stream. Hope you're having a great night. This is only game one. Game one, and there's a Nova and an Illidan. And it's working, kind of, for them? I mean, this late game is a different game. Literally, 24 to 23, 27 minutes in. They go ahead. They got the keep on the side of Team No Damage in the mid and bottom. This Punisher got a ton of value, and this is the thing that I was talking about. This is, you know, these late game Punishers, they are so strong with their scaling. The next one, regardless of what lane it is, I honestly think is going to be game ending. I will say this though, if it is bottom, there is probably the most amount of defense in favor for the members of Team No Damage, and they need to just hope and pray that that's their lane. Top lane is probably the most even for the fight. Both top keeps have had some damage taken to them, though the gate is still up in favor for Tass though. Overall, I gotta say, this game is getting... I almost said down to the wire, but at this point I do want to say we are getting down to the wire on this. It's going to be one play can change this game, and this might be it as we have the Judgment going in onto the Stukov. We have the Hunt in as well. That is going to be the Ring of Frost coming out as well. The same fight every single time. Stukov goes down. Illidan goes down. Precision Strike going to be hitting onto Rookie. The Planet Cracker comes out. Doesn't get the kill. Trevorrow so low here. They actually get the kill onto the Malfurion. They have Inzaz so low as well, and they get the kill onto the Leoric. A 2-for-2 trade. Healer, ooh, but they get the Tyrael as well, and that's a good amount of value. Bidholm's running almost right into it, and we have Kurt Dog getting so much damage. That will be, oh my god, the back and forth between these two teams. Right when I'm just like, all right, that's a, you know, they can back off here, and they can go ahead and just get the kill. Hunt plus Precision Strike, one-shot Stukov, pretty mean, but who cares if you get double counter kill? Looks like they're going to be working on this top lane keep. Bottom lane has some minions stacked up, and you can already see that the shielding is starting to go down. They're focusing a little bit on this fight, as it looks like that will be the keep falling. Rookie going to get this damage onto Kurt Dog, and that will be the kill onto the Nova. Only Crypt Digger left, going to get slowed. Burrow in as well, and that is going to be all 5 members falling, as it looks like the catapults might be the thing to end this. Nubrak going to be burrowing in, 59%. The Illidan is back at this point. That is going to be the members just focusing on the core. The GGs are thrown out. The web wrap as well, just to delay it. Kurt Dog throws out the GGs, and that's going to be game number 1 going over in favor for Team No Damage. GG, well played. Going good luck. Oh, good luck. All right, let's get going here. Let's go into game number 2. Let's get going in the Sky Temple. Hey, awesome map. All right, I was coming in late to the game and saw, well, Dat Testo is looking good again. Then saw a draft and just thought, what the heck? Spagino, hey, how's it going? Said there, I just had to forfeit a match for Div. Oh, no! There was? That's a bummer, Spagino. I just made some awesome almond flour shortbread cookies, enjoying the night of games. Hey! Well, 5 Alley 5? Or just Allie. Thank you for coming by. I hope your cookies are delicious. I think Tass definitely has what it needs to turn this around. I absolutely agree. I hope this goes to a game 3. All's good. Don't have a dog in the fight, but just an objective spec. Hey, thanks for coming by, Wormode. Appreciate that. I have a dog in my lap. Anyone can take this. Take this. They play for our team. I have one on the other end of this. Oh, all right. We're talking about dogs. Like mine's right there. Well, there. He's just staring at me because he got a bath today, and I think he's still mad at me. But let's go ahead. Let's back up. I predicted 2-1 Tass, so they better seal the deal with the next 2 games. Let me just go ahead and update everyone really quickly. Map choices by the highest seed. So Dat Tass is currently sitting in the overall bracket at 5th, and then Dat Tass is sitting at 15th. Team No Damage is sitting at 5th in the overall full bracket. They chose map choice on the side of Team No Damage. Braxis Holdout, Dragonshire were banned out. Infernal Shrines was game number 1, won by Team No Damage, but definitely Dat Tass though pulled out some things to make them sweat in a 30-minute game. If you missed any of that, go back and watch it. It's awesome. It had a Nova Illidan. But let's go ahead. Dat Tass, since they are the losers, they chose map pick, giving first pick over to the members of Team No Damage. So Dat Tass, though, taking us to Sky Temple, and they're going to be locking in that Tyrael once again, but a Greymane on top of that. Really like that. Ooh, that's a good start to the draft. They don't show too much, but they actually do show that they are a little bit on the divier side of the compositions, but we'll see here, as we do have Stukov picked up first. Garrosh banned out, Abathur banned out. I like the idea of them grabbing a Diablo here, and Maiev wouldn't be horrible as well. I think that's a strong start to their draft. I think it works well. It's a great synergy at the start here. And then they can flex on their poke damage mage. Nope, they grabbed the Phoenix and they grabbed the Anub'arak again. They liked it. It worked. They're going to grab it once more. I am missing all of Twitch chat. Your articles are 100% accurate. Too much biased in my opinion. Much bias, might. Huh? For what? Well, not 100%. Oh, about the articles. I was like, whoa. I thought I tried to stay pretty neutral. Well, not 100%. Only stuff about Winky. Okay. Allie? Oh, just Allie. I'm okay. I was like, because I always read the whole name, so I'm like 5 Allie V, and I'm like, well, V is Roman numeral for 5, so 5 Allie 5. All right, so just Allie. Hope your cookies are delicious. Let's go ahead. Let's get back into this draft, as we do have the Maiev being banned out on the side of Tass, though. They don't want to deal with that in the potential grouping, and we see a Lieutenant Morales being taken off the table. None of that going to be happening in this game. What do we get, though? All right, so into the Stukov Phoenix, a Anub'arak. I personally say they grab the Li Ming. It burns down the web rep, which I don't think they had a horrible time with in the last game, but it still is just faster. So, yeah, like that's, and then the poke damage out from it is phenomenal. You can get the resets onto a couple of the weaker members, like Phoenix can really, get burned down. I don't hate the idea of a Hanzo here either. I think the poke damage that can come up from Hanzo is great. The vision that's provided is an amazing tool. And you have Dragon Arrow for some setup, but never mind. I'm going to be in this game, and Chromie will be in there as well. Some artillery from that backline. They currently do not have a cleanse on the side of Team No Damage. They could pick up a Blaze for their solo lane, which then you could drop the bunker and deal with the temporal loop. But yeah, that's going to be a Chromie, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see a Temporal Loop, but also the Kharazim. I like that pickup as well. Very, very into the dive comp and just going further in for more damage consistently. I really like what they're building here. Juice Pirates? That's a Kerrigan. So basically their entire draft is the same, except instead of a Leoric, they have a Kerrigan on the side of Team No Damage. It's like almost the exact same draft. And that's a bad guy. Okay, I haven't seen Zul'jin in forever, and interesting to me. Did they go Guillotine? Is on Winky, but he's writing about Winky. Take fake news. All right, now we're just shouting just random things in Twitch chat. But no, thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead. Let's get into our game number 2 between these two teams. I am way too excited about this. I haven't seen a Kerrigan in quite some time. I'm really excited about that. But Zul'jin is not a hero I get to cast often, if ever. It feels like. And then the Kharazim coming out with this Chromie? This will be interesting. I liked the draft from the members of Team No Damage last time, too. I do want to make that note. Pirates denied. Good call. I mean, that is, it's Sky Temple, and you take out that Lieutenant Morales, like, it's just like, okay. The one thing I do want to note is that the games, I've been playing them myself, they had that structure change come through, so the towers are 250 experience rather than 500 each, and then they added some more experience into the keeps and forts, and so they made early game longer. And I honestly gotta say, I think it worked out really, really well. But we'll find out here in game number 2. On the left hand side, we have Tass though, with Kreesby going to be on the Greymane, Trevorrow going to be on the Kharazim. Why would you change the skin? Well, that's the wrong skin. You All right, and then we have Kurt Dog going to be on the Zul'jin, Crypt Digger going to be on the Chromie, and Hemo Santiago once again on the Tyrael. And then on the right-hand side, up one game, Team No Damage, with Rookie going to be on the Kerrigan, Inzaz going to be on the Phoenix, Redgar going to be on the Stukov, Bidom's going to be on the Jaina, and Shut It Down once again on the Anubarak. And looks like we do have a level 1 contest over this point. Chromie going to be going into the Dragon's Eye at level 1, not going to be going for the spell power as well as the vision. Interesting change. I've actually seen other Chromies do this build as well. And I'm not saying like there's one build to rule them all, but I would just, it's the spell power that and the vision, just be able to have that kind of global check for, boss, anything like that for rotations. Twitch chat, you guys are the best. We do currently, though, it looks like we're going to be having a 4-member rotation between bottom and mid from both teams. It actually looks like. This is one of the reasons why I was thinking that maybe you might go into the level 1 Chromie talent to go ahead and just stack up those if you're going to be making these 4-member rotations between the lanes. Team No Damage, they're making quick work of this. I really do like their draft for what they're doing here. They're really out-rotating them, and Kurt Dog at this point going to be needing to back off because, well, they're going to be just rotating around and keep pressuring this up. Meanwhile, though, Stukov and Jaina are going to be going ahead and grabbing this camp. Team No Damage coming out on Sky Temple with these really, really strong rotations from the start, but Kreesby going to be doing the exact same thing to this Bruiser camp. First Temple phase will be top and mid, as you can see on the minimap here, and so that's typically why we see a lot of teams go for the Siege camp at level 1, or at the 1 minute mark, because it does pop up. You can grab the Bruisers, but then typically we see the rotation up because Bruisers get cleared almost right away, since you do have someone laning up there before the phase. It's just one of those like little things. I'm peeking over at Twitch chat. Too much damage. The XP change makes Pirates even juicier. But overall, they took out 500, they added 200 into the fort, and so you're actually still losing. It's still 300 experience lost, at least for the fort. And then off the keep, I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it's like 650 that you get. So it might equal out more towards the keep, which is more later half of the game, and I think that's what they were going for. But either way, and that is the whole point of what you are talking about. That is it's getting those keeps down. Redgar, though, just gonna back off. They're gonna go ahead and just make these rotations easy. The 4-member rotation appears to have stopped at this point. They've split themselves around this map. They do have the Siege Giants grabbed on the side of Tass, though, to push in this bottom lane. Hemo Santiago gonna come down here as well, just to make Shut It Down's life a little bit harder, so this camp gets a little bit more value. Chromie gonna be coming down here as well. Inzaz and Bidom's gonna be working on the Bruiser camp for the top lane. Love that solo lane matchup. The Zul'jin versus the Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, all right. Grab some water, and now we're good to go. We have an objective phase, so I know I'm not going to be able to grab water in a second. But top lane will be held over by Kurt Dog. Zul'jin will be able to take this, I think, fairly well on their own. Meanwhile, though, we do have the Phoenix into Greymane, and actually not going to allow them to poke onto them. And then in the mid, we actually have this being chased off. Bidholmes is actually going to be pushed back by Trevorrow and Crypt Digger. Going to be able to go ahead and just get the clear onto this, I think, fairly easily. Rotation coming out this time. They were held down there for so long. The camp pushed in quite a bit, and Hemo Santiago got a lot of value down there. 7's almost achieved as well on the side of Tass, though. And they're not going to be looking for a fight, though, but they are on the side of Team No Damage. And for their name to say No Damage, they definitely just put a lot of hurt onto that Chromie. And that will be the first kill of the game, going over to Team No Damage, as it looks like they go ahead and finish out the top. Phoenix was able to go ahead and just sneak that away. Inzaz, just a little cheeky play on the Phoenix right there. And then we're going to be having this mid lane finished up as well. No forts going down, but definitely getting a lot of value here in a couple of these lanes, just weakening up the towers. As we go back to just rotations, Bidom going to be in this bottom lane. We see a little bit of a brawl start to break out. Doesn't look like it. Camp's just going to be grabbed. They're making these really safe rotations, playing a little bit slower here. If you get the keep, you have 100 more XP than before. Okay. So overall, it's a 100 XP, but you have to get to the keep, essentially. Ooh, a lot of diving going into Inzaw's going to get that warp right out of there. No kill. But, whoo, that felt a little hairy, I bet. At this point, also, I think we should have the next temple in bottom lane popping up in, I want to say, a minute or so here. We shouldn't be too far off from the next objective phase, so we will see that rotation coming out from the members of Team No Damage. Maybe looking for that Zul'jin. Kurtdog a little far forward here. They are going to be trying to get the stun. He's just trying to make irregular movements just to get them out of here, but that is going to be the stun followed from the Nubrek that sets them up, and Zul'jin will be falling here, pushing them over on the side of Team No Damage. Closer to 10s here. It's about a half a level difference between the two teams. As they go ahead, they're going to have Phoenix in this top lane to get the soak on this, and that will set them up fairly well for this next objective phase. I don't know if they're going to be able to contest this, as they are starting to really run away with this experience lead in favor for the members of Team No Damage. Emo Santiago are going to be zoning for the friendly team as they unleash the camp. They're going to go ahead and get the Aldruin's Might right out of there. 9, so close. They get the pull in, the double stun onto 2 members here. The rest of the team will be walking around trying to get onto this. They actually get the time trap onto shut it down. Kerrigan going to be the first one to fall in this fight. And actually they get the kill onto the Jaina as well. And they're starting to turn this around. Planet Cracker coming down from the top of the map. Just going to be getting some damage here. Chromie in a really bad spot. Going to be not falling as they get the kill onto a Nubrek. And that evens this up. Those 3 kills was so big for the members of Tass, though. Phoenix going to go ahead and just say, you know what, we'll get the top for it. We'll at least open this up a little bit more for ourselves, but that is going to be this objective 100% in favor for the members of Tass, though. Ooh, ooh. The turnaround. Gotta love being stopped when you're unstoppable. It's just those little things, just Heroes of the Storm things. Inza is going to be trying to get this fort down, doing a lot of damage. And that is Tustingo. No guillotine, unfortunately. That is going to be slowing stands out from the Chromie. They have the web wrap out onto the Tyrael. Ring of Frost going to be going down, going to be blowing up the Greymane. That is the Worgen boy gone. Tyrael going to be popping out from the from the web wrap at this time, and they dive onto the Stukov, who's just walking right through. The Sanctification can be coming down as well. They start to dive onto the Kerrigan. There's another kill in favor for the members of Tass, though. They chase Bidhoms here. A huge amount of damage coming out from the Chromie. They get that snipe from the backline, and that is going to be a 3-for-0 trade once again. They get that temple phase, and now they move on to the boss, and Kurtdog gonna be just chunking this so easily. And the start of all that, also I want to know, before all those deaths, Phoenix was killed by Kurtdog with that Tass Dingo. What's going on? Tass, though, what are you guys doing? XP made the first temple phase look pretty irrelevant, and I honestly think that's part of it. I think they want to slow the early game down. They want to make this portion of laning and battling and going to the objective and fighting, I think they want to make that more impactful, and they want it to be, I don't know, that's the way it feels to me when I was playing the game on the PTR, as well as when I was playing a little bit earlier today myself. So I don't know, I feel like it's a good change overall. We'll have to see how it kind of shakes out, but overall, I will say this: I had a frickin' 30-minute Tomb of the Spider Queen game, but I always have 30-minute Tomb of the Spider Queen games, like I always do. Tyrael going to be diving on this. Kreesby going to be walking around as well. Crypt Digger going to be coming in from that backline. A lot of damage going on to Inzom's going to be going ahead and getting the blink out, and they will not be able to get this camp. That is stolen away by the members of Tass, though, and they have the left side grabbed as well. So that's going to be stacked up. They're going to be going ahead and working down this top lane fort and pushing themselves further with the experience. Right? Those 10s. That fight. What happened? Fort going to be falling in this top lane. 2 camps going to be crashing into the gate at this time. We do have the next temple phase activating in the next 10 seconds here. Mid and bottom. Kerrigan set up for this. I don't know if they're going to be rotating anyone down at this point. Looks like the Kharazim and the Chromie. Nope, just the Kharazim. Camp's going to be cleared out by the members of Team No Damage. They're going to be looking for the 13s. They can fight without it. It's really, really close, but with the way that the waves are pushed up, I don't think they need to. They're going to be setting up for it, though. Kreesby getting scouted. A Planet Cracker coming out as well. There is going to be the Ring of Frost coming down as well. They get a couple, but that is going to be the Sanctification coming down. That is the Kerrigan falling here. Web Wrap onto the Zul'jin. That is going to be Greymane trying to roll out into safety. That is going to be Zul'jin coming out from the web wrap, but falling instantaneously with the Jaina. Shut it down, going to be the next one to fall. Karazim was coming back from the bottom lane, going to continue to dash up, and that is going to be another kill, a 2-for-3 trade, as it looks like the bottom phase was activated by Karazim, I think, a little bit there, and they just rotate their team onto this. Don't do the losing boss. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm like seeing Twitch chat, and I'm like, I'm a little bit ahead, and I'm like, wait, but losing boss. Okay, never mind. And much like last game, I'm trying to get like gulps of water in between all this, but much of like last game, this is pretty much the same situation we saw them. 15 to about 14. 16's almost achieved. So, I mean, it's that 2-level deficit. This is almost the exact same late game we saw from Tass, though, into the members of Team No Damage. And they basically, at that point, started countering the dive and getting a pick in their favor as well. We kept seeing the Illidan get the damage. They get the kill into the Stukov, but then the Malfurion would die or the Illidan would die. And so at this point, it's a different game, so they're not going for that dive anymore, and I don't know if their draft is going to work out for them in this later half because I don't know. I don't know if they drafted it because it worked in the later half last time, so they're going to rely on that again this time. 2-level difference. Keep already starting to take damage. The one thing that I want to note with this map, though, in comparison to Infernal Shrines, and I'm just making rough guesses here of what they're maybe thinking or doing, you don't have to fight the way you do have to on Infernal Shrines. You can never see the enemy team. I mean, you probably will because they'll come to the objective. But, I mean, the way that it's been going at this point, they get a good fight and they just back off. They do the objective. They just stand there, or, you know, they fight around the objective, and they've had this level leader, this talent advantage, so they don't get invaded on. It's a huge asset for Tass, though. And this is one thing that I want to kind of, I wouldn't say harp on, but make a keynote of, is that if you are in the advantage, punish the enemy team. Like, if you're 16 to 14, make some aggressive rotations. Try and catch them in a gank here. You know, this is that time where you see a lot of teams, they delay and they're not sure what to do, and they just end up giving 16 back over to the enemy team because they've just been rotating around. And what I want to see is just some brawling and some fighting. But it doesn't look like they're going to be going for it just yet. 15's on the side of Team No Damage. Poking out here, just setting themselves up. They're looking for that fight. Kerrigan, maybe? Start to dive in and do a couple of members here. Bidholm's taking so much damage. That is going to be the kill onto the Jaina. Ring of Frost going to be coming up. That will be the Sanctification out as well. Silence out from the Stukov. There is going to be Trevorrow diving in, and the punches will land. And actually, Zul'jin will get that kill steal from the support. Now we have 2 members falling, and that is going to be top and bottom shrines activating, and bosses available as well. 17 to 15, 2 dead. This is exactly what they're going to be doing. They're going to take this boss that'll push down the bottom lane. Now, I like this on the side of Tass, though. They know that they really can't do too much. The lanes are fairly pushed out. They're just going to go ahead and grab this camp that should push up top and pressure a little bit more. They might be able to go ahead and work on that top temple, but we'll have to find out in just a second. Is Sandblast on the ragdoll for good measure? And looks like we do have bottom shrine activating in favor for the members of Tass, though. Getting some damage onto this keep where a boss is already walking down the lane. This will be the keep falling as the boss approaches it. And top lane is going to be the battle between Shut It Down and Hemo Santiago. Going to actually have to back off at this time. And that is going to be even the top lane getting pushed in even more by the temple here. I'm looking at this. I'm just like looking around the map. I'm like, how do they play this? And at this point, they get the burn on the boss. They get their 16s. They've got to find a good fight. That's really what Team No Damage needs to do. They're going to be losing. Do they lose this keep? I think it's going to be just super low. Yeah, it's going to have about 1,000 health. 2,000 health, as this top one will be finishing out, just doing a little bit of damage. And this is the point which I want to talk about. They've got this top camp. They need to find a fight like this. Kurtdog gonna be avoiding getting stunned out here. They start to corner them. Kurtdog is gonna pop the unstoppable or the unkillable. Web Rep actually comes out to stop that as well, so they don't get that damage. Planet Cracker coming out. The Sanctification will be there as well. The Invulnerable onto so many members. They actually keep Kurtdog alive. They move forward. Bidholms is actually going to be getting attacked a little bit there by Kreesbeam, but whew, that got that was really nerve-wracking, but I do got to say, I mean, for them to go ahead and just turn around once again and just get 2 more kills, that's a great play for them. Tass, though, with 19 to 16, they're going to be looking to push down this mid lane. They go ahead and they grab this keep without a problem. It's best not to read Twitch chat. It's all copy pastas. As it's literally copy and pasted right below it. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Maze. Oh, God. All right. We currently have the Siege Giant's going to be grabbed in favor by the members of Tass, though. They have double keeps down. This will be catapult pressure in mid and bottom. They're just going to be trying to stack that up even more with these Siege Giants. They don't really have a game-ending push at this time because it is they can't just walk up to the core and just take it. Even though they're about to hit that 20 advantage, they don't want to take. That's really risky to fight under the core like that. It's where you can wipe. And with the advantage that they have, there's really no point in doing that. They can literally just grab camps, delay this out. One objective will be popping up in the top lane, and it's going to be in about 30 seconds here, so they can just stack their entire team. They'll definitely get the top lane keep. I don't know if it will get the core, but they can at least guarantee 3 lanes of catapult pressure, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. They rotate the entire team up here. They do show. They stack up this mini wave a little bit more. 20 to 17. They know that they can't really go in on this. Do they take the risk? That's the big question. They find someone a little too far forward. Shut it down. It's coming out from the bush here. They get the web wrap out onto the Anub'arak, or onto the Tyrael here. They actually get the Planet Cracker onto the Greymane, and that is going to be the Stasis going out onto the Greymane. Going to be able to get that Palm in time. Sanctification going to be coming down as well. There's the Unkillable onto the Zul Jin, getting 2 kills. They get the Kerrigan and the Anub'arak. They also find the Stukov and the Phoenix here. Jaina going to be backing off. They don't even go towards the objective. GGs are already thrown out from the members of Team No Damage, and it looks like Tass, though, is going to set their sights on this core. They rotate around. They've got camps pushing up eventually, and they're just going to start doing as much damage as they can. Jaina going to delay this out as best as she can herself, but that is going to be Jaina falling here. The second game is going to be going over to Tass, though, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going to a game number 3. The Division D playoffs are hot. Tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your grandmother. We're going to a game 3. Tweet it out. Periscope it. Let them all know. I'm excited about it. I'm too pumped about this. A game 3 for this division playoff game. Wow. I gotta say, like, completely different play from these teams in game 2. Team scored left side. Sorry, let me update all the assets so we can just roll into game 2. Hi, puppy. How are you? Oh, value cracker. Going to get very ugly and very over soon. Well, Wormode, you're not off from that. God, what a great, like, they tried to fight that. Like, I'm sorry, I'm looking like over here, but I'm looking at the other monitor because I'm like, I can see the end of this game, like, just slowly unfolding. That's my boys. One more, and they get the predicted 2-1. They go ahead. Oh my god, just that fight. I could not even keep up. That stasis was so well timed. I was for sure thinking that the Greymane was dead. And then, oh god. Oh. All right, I know exactly where we're going for game number 3. And I think that's a great place to be taking a team to end this best-of-3 series. Let's go ahead and also show talent so everyone can at least get an idea of what was chosen throughout this game. Oh, boy. I'm just sorry. The Jaina who gets ragdolled across the... Oh, okay. Yeah, the GGs are thrown out, and seriously, that was a solid palm. Cracker isn't enough. No. It honestly was not enough. These teams played an insane game number 2. And everyone, I cannot wait for it. Let's go ahead. Let's get ourselves set up for game number 3. Are you ready? I'm not. Let's go ahead. Let's go. We're going to pull this away. Let's get ourselves set up. Look at the... I keep saying it, but I'm excited. I haven't got to cast a best of 3 that goes to a best of 3, and it feels like forever because the season is just best of 2s, or best of 2s. Team 1 will get first pick, first ban. Let's go ahead and get Invite to game. Where is Kurt Dog? Kurt Dog. Invite to game. All right. Hey, Grandma, we're going to a game 3. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad your grandma's in my Twitch chat already too. I did smoke signals, Vape Nation. That's too good. Thank you. We'll post it in NGS as well. Game 3. Sorry, I'm getting pinged in other stuffs as well. Swap team, what are you doing on that side? Rookie? Invite to game. Someone just posted a picture. It was like I caught Bahamut on stage at a Lady Gaga concert. Oh my god, that is too good. Oh, view original. Hold on. Can we break stream really quickly and just show you guys this? I'll use just my D&D one, which is going to be... Hold on. Studio. A D&D. Yeah, so everyone, here you go. This is what I just got sent. And they're saying that that I'm a backup dancer for Lady Gaga, apparently. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna pull right between games. All right, that is too good. That is way too good. I need to make sure I save that before I lose it. Save. Stop. All right. Let me also just really quickly get you all a link for that. Oh, okay. Ready. Okay. Going. Good luck. Have fun. Let me make sure really quickly. Team 1 is going to get first pick, first ban. Okay. Let's get going. Everyone, we are going to a game number 3. We are going to... Let's get this. I cannot wait. Do we get a different draft? That's the big thing, too. I can't wait for you guys to see my backup dancer skills. Okay. I guess they wanted Ring plus Cracker, but didn't really work out. Who chose that map? Yeah, the Palm stalled long enough. Enough for Sank. Phoenix was underwhelming. My honest opinion. Third map, Braxis. Phoenix is really strong with his face bomb weapon mode swap. Very true. So just because everyone's... I know... Oh, Cryptigger... Oh, sorry. They're typing to each other and memeing. So really quickly, just to update everyone, if you are coming in, this is game number 3 for the Division D playoffs between Tass, though, and Team No Damage. Really quickly, the winner of this will be going to... Let me actually pull this up so I can see all the names. They will be playing against We Like Turtles or Position1.gg. Whoever wins that. Was that the forfeit tonight? I know that there was a forfeit somewhere. Oh, sorry, let me get everything just reorganized. All right, so the 5th seed, which was Team No Damage, they had choice of map or first pick. They chose map. So Braxis Holdout was banned out. Dragonshire was banned out as well. First map, which was won by Team No Damage, is Infernal Shrines. Game 2 was Sky Temple, chosen by Tass. They won that as well. Game 3 is Tomb of the Spider Queen, chosen by Team No Damage. And we'll see if we... Is there a repeat? Is map choice OP? Third map, Braxis. I kind of wish, but unfortunately it was banned out. Phoenix is really strong with his face. Yep, it's a bug. It's Bahamut. You should make that your Twitch avatar. Me as a backup dancer for Lady Gaga. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get ourselves a little bit deeper into this draft. People have to accept that it's not all bald people who look the same, but we really do. Like, honestly, no, we don't. I hope that I want to go to BlizzCon, people aren't just like, you're like up to other people. Just like, you're Bahamut. It's just like, I'm just some ginger that's bald with a beard. Like, no. But that one was pretty good. No, seriously, like, there are some really, really, like, good doppelganger stuff that I get sent. Like, there's a lot of bald, red-bearded dudes. With glasses, too, of course. All right. I keep saying let's get into this draft, and I keep just, like, looking over at Twitch chat. But Maya banned out. It's been the standard throughout this game. I think, actually, Maya got through the last draft. Tyrael, though, going to be banned out. They do not want to deal with that this time. Oh, I was reading it. Okay, I was reading his laughs, not like Lady Gaga. I like it. Oh, my beard is much more luxurious. Thank you, and Allie, thank you for that. All right, you guys are the best. Bahamut romance. So we have Malfurion, Kael'thas, Sonya going to be picked up on the side of Tass, though. That's their wave clear, their solo laner, and their main support, or their support, which will be great for the roots to set up for Kael'thas, as well as just some zoning potential. Kael'thas also has some good poke into the bushes for the rotations and wave clear. But we do see Lucio going to be picked up on the side of Team No Damage with the Phoenix, and I do like that the speed in the rotations is a big buff. You have to break it down for any sort of just kind of pause in a fight, and that shielding is huge. Curious to see how they deal with that on the side of Tass, though. But then, going to the ban phase, Joanna going to be banned out because that grouping is so strong with the Kael'thas, just to get the wave clear quicker in the rotations, as well as the blinds. I know a couple of these members would be devastating for the members of Team No Damage, actually making them do no damage. The one thing I do want to note really quickly, though, Joanna did have her baseline armor taken away. She had some reshuffling of where armor goes in and how. I haven't seen. I'm curious how it's working out. Anub'arak, as we've seen, had the spell baseline removed. But I'm singing in my head now. I hate you, Ellie. That was good though. Like that's a good one. I haven't heard that one yet before. Thank you. Okay, so they have Lucio. They have Phoenix. They're going to need a solo laner. They're going to need their main tank, and they're going to need their main source of wave clear. Phoenix offers that, but they could pick something still in that mage category, like a Gul'dan. Kael'thuzad, maybe? That's going to be Void Prison with an Apocalypse. Yeah, okay. So that's a strong 5-member rotation. Ooh. Okay. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing any messages. We're not missing any messages. Sorry, Bahamut. Why sorry? What happened? What did I miss? Oh. Okay. No Probius. No Probius today. If they did Probius and Cat Peach wasn't here, who's my typical Wednesday co-caster, she would be like furious if they actually did Probius. But they go ahead and they pick up the Medivh and the Stitches. So they're gonna have that kind of that kidnap comp, and they're gonna go ahead and just have the Gorge portal behind the gate, blow them up, and the late game from Tass is going to be scary, honestly. Map isn't very good. First pick strong in my opinion. I thought map was so snowbally, then I thought, wait, it's practically... Yo, Snag! Thank you for bringing all the friends over here. Welcome, 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 everyone, to the stream. We are currently in Game 3 of the Division D playoff games between Tass, though, and Team No Damage. I gotta say, you're in for a treat. So, first off, if you missed it, Game 1, Tass, though, pulled out an Illidan Nova, and I won't say anything. I won't say anything. Best caster NA hype. Oh, laughing underwater. Thank you. Thank you. How are you doing this evening? And that's going to be the Blaze picked up for that solo lane into the Sonya. I'm not opposed to it. I think the bunker has great siege value with the team. Kind of pauses in the fight, much like the Lucio does with the break it down. Armor is beneficial for a lot of these team members. But I don't know. I don't know. Would the Leoric have been maybe a better... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, well, maybe the Leoric would have been better into the Sonya. Well, of course it would have been. That's why they banned it out. Not seeing bans. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this. Game number 3. I almost said 2. I'm so used to it because it's as many as it goes to typically for the Nexus gaming series. But we've got a game 3 for a playoff game. Let's figure out who will be advancing in the back bracket and who is going to be ending their season tonight. Oh, that sounds so sad. I hope both teams win somehow. It's like when the coin lands on the side of it. It's just like, it's not heads, it's not tails. All right, so the good luck have funds are out. Let's get into this. Game number 3. Up 1 game. Tass, though, on the left-hand side, with Kreesby going to be on the Sonya, Hemo Santiago going to be on the Stitches, Trevorrow going to be on the Malfurion, Crypt Digger going to be on the Kael'thas, and rounding it out with Kurt Dog on the Medivh. Right? Yes. And on the right-hand side, up one game as well, we are going to be having Team No Damage, with Bidholm's going to be on the Phoenix, Inzal's going to be on the Blaze, Shut It Down on that Diablo, Rookie going to be on the Zeratul, and Redguard going to be on the Lucio. We have all 5 members of Team No Damage going into this mid lane. Sonya already going to be going into that bottom lane, just saying, I'm just going to go solo, like, later. Hey, Jamsters, how is it going? Thank you for coming by. It is going wonderful. We are currently in our game number 3. Also throw that casting out there so you all know that we have the alerts disabled until the end of the matchup. But we find out here is Kurt Dog going to be taking a little bit of damage. There is going to be the hook and root on to Bidholm. So much damage is going to be coming out. And is it going to be the first kill of the game? Diablo going to be doing their best to zone them away. And that isn't going to be a kill just yet for Tass. So they're going to have to work a little bit harder than that. Really quickly, looking at some of the level 1 talents, we actually have the advanced targeting out from the Phoenix here in this 4-member rotation. Tass going wild tonight. They are. They definitely are going wild tonight. Seriously, if you missed that first game, go watch it. It's so good. It was such a fun game to cast. All right. Inzaz and Kreesby going to be going back and forth in this bottom lane. We'll keep an eye on them, but this is where the fun will be, as we have Kael'thas getting bodied quite a bit here. There is going to be the Protect and the Portal available, but we have the Zeratul continuing to chase them. 50 some health. They actually get the hook right back in. There is no blink, and that will be the first kill of the game, going over in favor for Tass, though, as they continue to make these rotations. And so I was just talking, there's advanced targeting. We also have the Zeratul going into, I don't know what off the top of my head, Shadow Hunter at 1. Kael'thas going to be getting that Mana Addict, and we'll keep an eye on the Arcane Rift stacks for the Medivh as we progress throughout this game. Currently sitting at 5 out of the 40 necessary. The other thing to know is I'll kind of just keep you updated. Diablo is sitting at 33 out of the 100 stacks necessary for the About Insta Revive. We have Kreesby getting pushed back a little bit here in this bottom lane. It shouldn't be too big of a deal for that Sonya, as it looks like Bidholm's and Shut It Down will be going ahead and getting the clear in top, and it looks like the rotations are going to be stopping at this time. Lucio, I was like, is Lucio taking this camp? No, just rotating around the wall. They group back up, but 4 is going to be achieved in favor for the members of Tass, though a little bit faster. We're currently looking at a gem pool of 33 to 24. Go in favor for the members of... Are they looking for a hook? Okay, no. I was like, they're setting themselves up for one, but they go ahead and make this rotation really, really quickly. Bidholm's is going to get potentially caught out here. That is going to the blink. That is the hook out as well. Root's going to be going out right in front of the gate, and they aren't able to rotate through, and that is going to be another kill. That is going to be a Phoenix falling here, as Zeratul and... Zeratul and Lucio are going to be finishing out this camp. I couldn't see the 2 models next to each other. Just bunker inside the belly, and look, no Stitches to the floor. I wish it worked like that. Which is better, Kidnap Medivh Stitches or Blitzcrank? What? I don't even... Okay. The memes. All right. I don't even know what that is. There are draws possible in HOTS. That is true. But either way, let's get back into this. Rotations coming out between the 2 teams. Just soaking up experience and going ahead and getting closer and closer to the necessary gems. Medivh going to get the portal out there, going to be working on the more stacks there. Currently, I think they only need about 5 more gems on the side of Tass, though, for their turn in, and 9 on the side of Team No Damage. That's even less at this point. But Blaze going to be trying to get the turn in here. Inzaz going to be forced out as Sonya and team are there, just not allowing it to happen. Rookie. Is there a blind hook? Do we get the blind hook? They get the hook onto the Phoenix, and so much damage is going out, and that will be another Phoenix pickoff. They get the portal out as well, and Rookie not in the best spot. Do they have a blink to get out of here? There is no hook to pull them back in, and they hit the blink right over the gate into the well, but that is going to be enough for a turn in favor for the members of Tass, though. I giggle, like I'm trying to like talk and like I giggle. I look over at Twitch chat, just protected, by the way, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, I remember. I know exactly what they're talking about too. All right, First web weaver phase going to be in favor for the members of Tass, though. Really quickly, just to burn through some of these talents that are stacking up. We have the Kael'thas sitting at 10 of the 20 stacks necessary for the Mana Addict. Arcane Rift is sitting at 17 out of the 40. Diablo is at 80 out of the 100, and the Zeratul, oh my god, how do I forget it? Shadowhunter is going to be sitting at 13 out of the 15, I think, necessary. Currently, they'll have mid lane pushed up quite a bit. Top lane is the focus here. They don't want to allow this to get burned down too quickly. And then in bottom lane, it looks like they actually have Inzaz pushing this back fairly well. Kreesby not going to be diving in too hard, but we have Kurtdog and a lot of members going to be coming down here. Do we see a hook? That is going to be the Blaze going ahead and trying to get out here. That is going to be the hook pulling them right back, and that is going to be 26 gems dropping. That is the majority of the bank for Team No Damage here, and they need to figure out a way to rotate down and punish them on the side of Tass, though, is rookie falling fairly low in this in this mid lane, getting the clear onto that. There will be that Lucio heal, but that's 26 gems is a lot of your bank at this point. That's more than half. It's League of Legends champs. Oh, all right. Well, come on now. This is my first MOBA, okay? I'll learn them one day. Slam build Sonya? It looks honestly the same to me so far. The block into the Blaze, I can understand that since this autos. Usually you go for the heal just for that little extra sustain, but I don't think they're worried too much about it. And then we typically see actually this Shattered Ground. I've seen this in a lot of games myself. Sonya Slam. And then we have the Battle Rage that was moved from 4 to 7, so that swap right there kind of changed up. Typically in the past we would see Battle Rage at 4, but when Sonya had the changes come through like a month ago, I want to say, that kind of changed the priority in that pick order, so we often see the Slam, I think, just for the wave clear aspect of it. Turned in available for the members of Team No Damage. Fairly close on the side of Tass, though. They're going to use Medivh to scout this out. Is draw in Game 3 even covered in NGS rules? I think, like, literally everyone on both sides would have to DC and, like, not respond to me, and I think that would be what I would consider a draw. Even then, I'm sure there's rules, there's tiebreaker rules and stuff like that, but I don't think there is like a draw. There's usually like if in standings they go down to like maps, like it's like overall dominations versus like draws and stuff like that, and they start to break it down in the most logical fashion. So Nexus Gaming Series has that pretty fleshed out, but I don't think like there's never been a draw in Here's the Storm, so I don't think that they like it even needs to be in the how do you draw, like. I think everyone has to DC at the same time. That's really the only way I can see it. But 10's achieved in favor for the members of Tass, though. They actually start to go through this portal, and they're going to be diving in a little hard. Not going to be getting a kill. Definitely pushing them back. They're looking for the turn in here. If both cores die at the same time, very rare but possible. Had one game where it happened. Really? Okay. Okay. There you go. That is the draw, I would guess. That is going to be the the second Web Weaver phase turn in for the members of Tass, though. 10's achieved and then some. 11 to 9 at this time. We have the Twilight Dream, Leap from Sonya, Gorge from the Stitches, Polybomb from the Medivh, and Phoenix out from the Kael'thas for that zoning, as well as kind of siege power with that. They're looking at opening up mid even more. Zul rules. This is beautiful. I hope you are enjoying this, because this is an absolutely amazing matchup to go into Game 3 between these two teams, as the second Web Weaver phase has descended. 10's achieved for both teams as well. We do have that Void Prism, as we talked about in draft. We have the Break It Down from the Lucio. Purification Salvo going to be coming out from the Phoenix. Apocalypse from the Diablo, and Bunker out from that Blaze. So we are going to be seeing that Void Prism into the Apocalypse. We'll see how that's played out, and then probably the follow-up with the... oh god, I like say the name and then I instantly forget it. Not Suppression Pulse. Purification Salvo. It didn't hover, but we got it still. But then you have the follow-up from the Purification Salvo on some of those members who are affected by the Apocalypse. Sorry, they're just making this rotation. I'm just like looking and seeing who's going to go and where. Ricky just diving in into a couple of these members. Doesn't look like they're going to get the kill. A lot of damage spreading with the Kael'thas here. No connection with the hook. So many members falling below 50%, as this will be the top 4 going over in favor for the members of Tass, though. Kael'thas also finishing that level 1 Mana Addict sub 10 minutes. A lot of these questing talents finished as well. Arcane Rift sitting at 32 out of the 40 necessary. Diablo currently sitting at 100 stacks for the Devil's Due, so going to be a real beefy demon boy. Like capping 2 points simultaneously or a bus in 1 point. Can you draw on Towers of Doom? I want to see Lightning Breath. Unfortunately, it's Apocalypse. Lightning Breath was not banned, but it doesn't look like they're going to be running it. I mean, I want to see Lightning Breath as well. I want to see how people are using it in team fights. But with the Zeratul, there's just so much setup as Rookie tries to get the turn in here. The blink out in time to not get hooked. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Portal forward. They're going to be looking for the kills here. Rookie going to be kiting them away, making sure that Shut It Down gets out of there just fine. Rookie also has that blink. Going to go into Shadow here. Slam going to be going out. Does catch them. That is going to be the Gravity Lapse. And that is the kill from the Medivh. But the thing is, Zeratul sacrificed themselves to get the Webweaver turn in phase here, so that we'll be pushing down the lanes. A Towers of Doom game where they each kill each other towers at the same time. They most certainly draw maybe. I'd love to see that. Like, I would love to see that. I mean, for my team, when I play Sonya, I do Warpaint, Shadow Fury, Battle Rage, Wrath, No Escape, Rampage, Composite Spear. Everyone plays it differently. 100%. Like, I take, at 20, I take Ignore Pain. Mostly just because I like that extra, just, I do not die. I am Sonya. I do not die. But we can talk about that at a different time. Is Dat Tass lower seed? Yes. There you go. If you go ahead and in the link that I just posted in Twitch chat, which is going to be like 2 minutes delayed, hit the info button, and it will actually give you all of the seeding for both regions. And that's the reason I keep saying, you know, Dat Tass is 15th, is because it's for East and West. So currently, Void Prism, Apocalypse, it will be connecting. Purification Salvo going to be connecting onto a lot of members here. Slam into the wall. Crypt Digger is in a very bad spot. That is going to be the Polybomb onto so many members, spreading onto so much, and they actually get out of here. Inzaw's in a bad spot. They drop the bunker at this time. It's burned down so quickly. The Webweaver not going to be there as more. There's the silence out from the Malfurion. Ice Block going to be there as well. They're looking to get a kill onto the Diablo at this time. Bidhorn so low. So many members are just about to die, and they just keep staying alive. We have the dive in onto a couple members. Shut It Down isn't going to be living much longer. That is Diablo falling. Imzaz is going to be falling as well. Diablo does have the trait, and so they are back alive at this time. Phoenix going to go ahead and juke out the Rookie getting in there. That was real risky, just getting that burst damage out. Santiago looking for the slam. Welcome to the jam. But yeah, that is going to be 3 members falling. Diablo losing all their stacks. Arcane Rift is also going to be finished from the Medivh. They go ahead and dive onto this keep, and that Tass is 7 seed. Did I read it wrong? Because the tournament site, I think, said 15th when I was reading it earlier. Oof. That is, I don't know, like, the chase on that was absolutely insane. Like, it's feeling like these late games keep going the same way for Dat Tass, though. They're getting these really, really good late game fights. They get 2-3 picks every single time consistently. They're not losing anyone. This is every single time. They did it in the last game and seem to be doing it again here. And honestly, in game 1, they had some potential. They had some good blow-ups there, but Boss going to be pushing down this top lane. No turn-in available just yet. I think they actually just need 1 more gem. They can get that easily from bottom lane at this point. Top lane is going to be pushed in quite a bit. Don't lose too much here, but that is going to be turn-in availability for the members of Dat Tass that we have. They're even going to use the portal just to speed it up a little bit quicker, just to get these last little couple in. They don't need the last 2 from the Malfurion, since the rest of the team does have enough. They will need Crypt Diggers 1, and from there they can go ahead. They get another Webweaver turn-in phase here. Hook going to go out onto a minion, not going to be connecting. That was close, though. They actually get the scout onto this camp. They are going to be able to grab this in time. It doesn't unleash. And it looks like, yeah, they'll have this plus their side Bruiser Camp pushing into the mid lane. That also means that they'll have the spell armor from this, and that's a huge asset for their team as they'll push into this. The Medivh is going to be scouting out overhead. Apparently have the slam coming out from the Stitches just to slow them down, set themselves up here. Webweaver descending directly into the keep front gate. They've already burned this down quite a bit. The Void Prison coming out onto 2 members. The Apocalypse is there. We currently have the Purification Salvo swiping out onto a couple members. There's a lot of damage. Leap going to be going in from the Sony at this time. That is also going to be the Break It Down, and a Silence going to be used as well. Phoenix going to be down, and so is the Bunker. We currently have Insaws so low here. They're going to be trying to dive in, but that is going to be the Root, and so much damage going out. That is a Blaze falling first here. Portal going to get Kurt Dog out just fine. They currently have a Webweaver sitting at a little bit below half health, pushing into this keep, and this should be the mid lane keep going at the rate. We currently have a bugged out minion over on the left-hand side of the screen over here. He's just not sure if he wants to go top lane or mid lane, but we currently have, with the Blaze dead, they're going to go ahead and grab this keep. I don't know if they're going to end off of this. Top lane stacked up quite a bit, and they might be able to rotate over, and that's going to be the plan here. They have this all stacked up. There is going to be Rookie getting in there trying to get some damage. That is going to be another keep falling. Bottom lane was saved, but at this point, they've got a lot stacked up. Do they try and end here? Blaze is back. Looks like they're going to be backing off. Yeah, 7th and West. There you go. Yeah, because that it threw me off. Like, I was casting a game last week, and someone was just like, yeah, this team's this number. And I'm like, how is that possible? But yeah, no, if you split them East and West, yes, it's 1 through 8, but the overall seeding for the entire tournament is kind of split up. It'd be cool if Heroic gets an East and West so we can have these big brackets. I 100% agree with that. That'd be awesome to see an East and West in Heroic, and then have them literally clash, and they literally have not played each other. I think that's a really, really interesting thing that you get with the East and West divisions of, A through D. You get to this point where, like, West has not played East unless outside of scrims. Where do you see all the seeds? The tournament link. You also have to hit the info button on that webpage. There's an info button. It also has to be full screen to see that info button. But we do have... Thank you for the Chaos line there. We have a Void Prison coming out. The Apocalypse is going to be coming out as well, but a little bit too early there. They don't get that. We do have the Purification Salvo going to be coming out. Creasby not going to be falling at this time. Medivh going to be falling, actually, and that is a huge kill for them. They're going to go ahead and use the Leap to get right out of there. Silence is going to be coming out from Trevorrow, as Timo Santiago's not in the best place. Going to be going ahead and getting the Gorge onto 1 member, but they flip over, and that is going to be 2 members falling. But here's the thing. There are catapults on core. Oh, it's not actually numbered? Yeah, it is. What? No, it's all numbered. You just have to hit the info button. How do you think I'm coming up with 15? Because it's not 1 through 15 like straight down the brackets. Thank you, Tootie. All right, so that is going to be Webweaver turn in phase for the members of Team No Damage. Stitches needs to helping hand that Merc. Alright, so this is going to be a 17-minute Webweaver turn in phase. Does that not work? You can't helping hand your own minions? Or mercenaries? Mid lane going to be pushed in because of the catapults. Top lane going to be pushed in because of the catapults. So they're going to go ahead and focus their efforts on this bottom lane. It looks like they have a full Webweaver. It's stacked up quite a bit. Stitch is back, though, at this time. They have everyone available for this defense. Let's see what they do here. Some poke damage going to be coming out. They have the availability to hook out. Doesn't connect onto any members. Bottom lane Webweaver sitting just above half health. They need to go in on this if they want to take this fight anytime soon. They've got every heroic available for both teams. 19 to 18. Like, I'm holding my breath. I'm waiting for this. But they get the bottom lane, keep front gate. That seems to be enough for them. Mid lane got pushed out by just the catapults. Top lane going to be pushed out as well, but they might get a little bit of damage onto this this top fort, push them a little bit further up in the experience, but they want to make this, they want to open this up even further for themselves. A lot of poke damage going to be coming out here. No Void Prison, but there is going to be the Apocalypse. I prefer double elimination to heroic, not enough depth to top support. Oh. That wouldn't be bad either. All right. Rookie gonna be scouted out. They're gonna get the hook in. The Gorge will be there as well. They do have the blink available. What do? They aren't able to blink out, and that is going to be the kill onto the Zeratul at this time. And with that kill, it's 50 seconds on that Zeratul. They start to aggress down the mid lane. They want to go even further here. I also just noticed that Sonya took Crater at 20. Heck yeah. I just wish that we had the Nexarama skin for it, because it has, like, it's that, like, hell in a cell kind of thing. So they get that little extra animation. It's just little things. But 27 gems to 41 gems. It doesn't look like they're going to be going for any sort of web weaver turn phase anytime soon. Do they go for boss? They need to play off of this advantage. They've gotten 18 seconds until Zeratil's back. Medivh's scouted everything out. They're going to make this rotation. I think, yeah, they're going to play the boss. 20 to 19. Zeratil won't be able to be up and rotate back. Plus, they've also got so much pressure in the lanes on the side of Team No Damage. They're going to go ahead and need to get the clear onto this. Maybe more teams will come in. Maybe. Hey. I'm always hoping for more teams because it's more games to cast and more fun. All right, so that will be boss sitting at about a third health. The double gorge onto a couple members. Leap in from the Sonya. They get the purification salvo onto a couple members here. The ice block will be there. Excuse me. Yeah, the stasis, and that will be the blaze falling here first. That is also going to be a Zeratul, or excuse me, a Apocalypse coming out. That is going to be the Malfurion falling. The Medivh falling. They get the Zeratul kill. Bidalms is looking on to the Sonya. They get that kill as well. Shut it down. Trying to get out of here, and it won't be enough. They do have enough souls, so they will be back instantaneously. Bidalms is going to go ahead and get the Hearth back right away. It's only Kael'thas and Stitches. So, tank and assassin versus tank and assassin. Let's find out who is able to end this game, as it looks like Hemo Santiago and Crypt Digger are looking to end here. Hook going to go out. Won't connect. It's only going to be onto a minion. They get the Shadow Charge onto Crypt Digger. There will be some shielding coming out from the level 1 talent there. They are going to go ahead and get the Hellgate. Just that Kael'thas voice line here and there. Though all lanes are pushing in, and Bidalms is going to go ahead and try and get the clear onto this as quickly as possible, and looks like that's the play. But here's the thing. The boss was given up. No gems to turn in. They're just going to go for the siege camp at this point. Pressure that down bottom lane. Lucio already back at this time. Some of the other members on the side of Tass are going to be coming back as well. But it's a full team. Both teams are full at this point. All heroics are almost off cooldown. Let's see them get reset at this point. There's enough turn-in on the side of Team No Damage. 21-minute web weavers. Even later than that, because they still have to turn in. They have to rotate. All that stuff. So like 24-minute web weavers. That's huge. Now, granted, there is a lot to push through, but bottom is fairly pushed up. And so if they just focus that once again, they can get that catapult pressure. Scouting out the boss. We do currently have a DC from the Malfurion this late into the game. We get a pause. All right. Pause is going to go out. We're going to go ahead and see what this is going to... Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and just pull up some stats here while we wait for the member to come back in. And like, I'm on the edge of my chair for this game. No idea. I blame that whole game on West Coast ping. Please try and win. Oh no, the losing boss. Haven't seen Butcher in so long, except for my QM. Get him to 5. Yeah, I mean, Butcher, I have not seen a whole lot of Butcher outside of like quick match, basically. Like, I'll see it here and there in unranked, which I'm like, it's unranked. Like, I'm okay with this. Hey, Cat Peach, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. They were actually apologizing because they didn't play Probius tonight, and I was like, nope, that's Cat Peach. But glad they're looking out for you. Sorry, okay. They're ready. Okay. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and let's get back into this. Pull this all away. Oh, come on. I could not hit enter and 2 at the exact same time, apparently. All right, we got our support back in this game. Lay's going to be getting out. Jet propulsion going to be... That hook could have been real bad. But 21 to 21, 14 to 5 in kills. No keeps to a lot of structures left. Well, this is late game. We'll find out here in just a second. Speed boost from Lucio just to make sure that they get the friendly team out. Should have pushed instead of boss. Yeah, I just keep with the macro. Yeah, that's exactly it. Protect the turn-ins. Don't allow that web weaver turn-in phase. And push them back. Ooh. Welcome, everyone. Let's go ahead. We're going to focus on this. We actually get the pull in on to shut it down. The root will be there as well. There is the Apocalypse coming out. The Purification Salvo going to be going out into a couple of members. Break it down going to be used by the Lucio. There's so many going to be gorged at this time, but they get the Crater on top of that. Silence going to be there as well. Blaze going to be falling. Zeratul going to be falling. Diablo going to be falling. Not going to have enough souls. They will be on that full death timer. There's also going to be the Phoenix falling here as well. Only Lucio's left alive. The GGs are called out. Hungry Stitches sets them up for the win, and they go ahead. They rotate over to this core, and it looks like we are going to be having one of the lowest seeds taking this. All right, hold on one second. Let me confirm the actual seeding for them. So we are currently going to be having... where are you? Team No Damage, which is 5th seed. They are going to be losing it to that Tass, though, who is 13th seeded. GG's, well played. What a game.